I started this recording a little bit late, but we're right into today's daily challenge. Let's see what's up. We're in Korea. Um, Sort of wintry vibe with a Gen 3 car. Pretty consistently Korea. These poles with the diagonal black and yellow alternating that don't go all the way to the ground, and obviously the Korean language with lots of circles. In terms of where we are, 019 is not a real area code. 010 is like the national area code, I believe. So also not helpful. Um, we're in Mongolia, just kidding. Okay, 02 is what I was looking for. That is Seoul's area code. It's one of the few that I actually still remember. Sorry, Dave. If you know, you know. But let me see if I can try 02, 03X, like all the 03s are up in the north. I think 04s are here, and then 05s are out here, and then 06s are down here. I think Jeju is 064 if I remember correctly, but yeah, so a minute and a half into this round, and we know that we're in Seoul, so very efficient today. Okay, Seoul Station, Namsan Park, the 21. So we're at a station. They have metros everywhere. Yongsan. Does it keep going? Oh my god, there's so many stations. I'm gonna lose it. Here's Seoul Station. Oops. Namsan Park. It's pretty big actually on the map. So what road are we on anyway? It's kind of cool how this is like a little Mongolian portion of the city with the murals and the restaurant and stuff. Let's see, what's this road? Oh, I don't want to go that far. 21 and 41 is like the intersection that we're at, but I don't really see that on the map, do I? Let's just try to go back and line something up. This road looks pretty good. Pretty major road. Is this the cafe that we started at? Or did we start a little bit south of it? I suppose I could have. Maybe we're at like this one? I don't know, I yapped too much, didn't try to. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, well, next time I'll focus up. Okay, let's focus. The one is the big east-west highway in Canada. We're in Alberta as well, so I'm just gonna say that we're going into Calgary since this map loves massive cities. What else do we have? We have the KFC. Actually might help. We have 13th Ave Northeast. And we have the Edmonton Trail, even though Edmonton is up here and the one never goes there. I guess we can just scan for this, why not? It said the one was to the north, so we're just gonna scan south of Edmonton Trail, 13th Ave. Right, we're just south of it. Where's the KFC? Right there. Okay, much more efficient. That was very free, but it's fine. This will be much less free because we're in a random part of France. We have some small places there. Never gonna be able to find those. That says Dijon on it though. Where's Dijon again? Here. Now should we start scanning for these places or should we start scanning for the roads? I mean, we're not like in the city, right? So a little bit of hilliness out here. Arc something teal and Magni. I took Spanish in high school and middle school, so don't judge my French pronunciations. I'm clueless. Maybe the zoom level. Arc sur teal, okay. And I guess we should probably just look for the roads. Here's the 34. But where does the 34 intersect with the road that we want? We're also not that far downtown. Is it like one of these maybe? The D34D should... Okay, let's be a little bit more logical. Southwest is arc sur teal, so... Okay, yeah, I use an ounce of logic and I find it. So we're just on this side of this little thing. All right, moving pretty quickly today. I'm sad that I lost that point in South Korea, but that was my own fault for not being active. Okay, yellow plates, Colombia. We have a soccer stadium there, which is pretty fun. Feels very coastal as well. These taxis should have something on them. Oh, it was right behind me, wasn't it? Barranquilla. Okay, so I had soccer teammates actually who were from this city, which is kind of cool. Um, what soccer clubs do they have? I think they just have like Barranquilla FC or something. This is a stadium. Let's see, Barranquilla FC. Let me yeah, the football stadium map is like the first thing I did when I played this game. But we're on, I guess, Calle 72. Oh wait, this is to our east. Northeast. What are these road names? My brain is not awake. 72 and 46. Okay, so it was just here, right? Tierra Santa. All right, we're moving pretty quickly now. The same tip as what was it yesterday? I've already lost track. I've only played 4 of these. But yeah, on a pretty banger score. Let's see what we have in this last round. Ooh, we have Mongolia, Mongolian bollards, and then just the whole grassy hill steppe vibe. Ooh, okay, so this is a Gen 4 truck, which in Mongolia was only driven mostly west of Ulaanbaatar. I think there is a little bit out here, but mostly west of Ulaanbaatar. And the fun thing about these Gen 4 brown trucks, there is like a blue and white truck that is specific to this city. But the thing about this brown truck is that you can use how the straps are oriented to help you region guess. And so here, this is what I would characterize, I think, as the 4-strap meta. 1 strap, 2 strap, 3 strap, 4. Not like bunched up or anything. And I need to remember exactly where this is. I know it's like in Karkaran, but I think it's on this road that goes from, doesn't it go from, where's that city that I'm thinking of? Oh, it goes from Korgo out to, I think it just goes until this road intersects with this road past Karkaran, and then like up here there's a couple spots with something that looks like it, but mostly it's just like from here to Korgo, I think. I have a whole tagged JSON that I did myself for Mongolia cars and stuff, but we're driving east out of a city with Burin Hypermarket, which might be easy, and we have a pretty big bend to the south, so could we be going out of Korgo? Not really. That's not quite in the city enough, coming out of the city enough. Could we be coming out of this one? Probably not big enough. This looks better with the mountains to the north. Do we be like here then? Korean restaurant coffee. That does say restaurant. I want to try to no move this round just because I've played a lot of no move Mongolia. But yeah, that sort of is going at like a southwest angle. That's sort of going southeast, and then it curves back up to the north. Okay, yeah, this should just be here. And let's call it a day. All right. That was a sick day. I I didn't lock in for the first round, but otherwise, I mean, that was pretty good. I'm proud of that Mongolia. If you want to see the kind of crazy stuff that I do in my free time for some reason, here's what I've done in Mongolia. So there's this brown truck that I've tagged, mostly Western stuff, a little bit out here. Oh, this is the new stuff with the shovel. That's right. They did this country a little bit with this um, weird shit on top of the truck and a shovel. Kind of a fun meta, but yeah, that. But yeah, you can see that there's different ways the knots are tied. This is just a teaching moment now because I'm yapping, but um, so for example, clump strap, you can see how it's just like there's only two, but it's also just left in a big clump right here. Takes some practice to be able to identify them. I still struggle sometimes because the straps can move around and stuff, but you can see how it is pretty consistently a clump right here. Um, and that goes, I guess, from Ulaanbaatar out all the way out here to Altai, which helpful to know. And then we have a double knot, which two straps both knotted. That's out here. We have a single knot, which is pretty fun. It can be sometimes a little bit difficult to tell if this is single or double, just because like you can see how the tarp is billowing in the wind, and so I guess you could hypothesize that there's a knot right there that you just can't see, but probably not a safe presumption in general. There's a weird spot here where the zipper on the top is open. Um, who knows why? And then this is what we just had. Oh, this is okay. I've even tagged it as famous because this is one of my favorite locks ever. Just because like, doesn't this look like heaven in a way? Like, um, I don't know, heaven in a figurative sense in terms of it just looking like really pleasant to be here. Um, but yeah, so you can see how this has four straps that don't really appear to have any knots, just holding everything down. Um, and yeah, so I guess we were in this city, however you want to pronounce it. So I guess that's a ramble for the day. Since I was, I guess, proud of that Mongolia round, but yeah, it's a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow, I suppose.